Hi, I'm Chrissi Dennis. I am a pre-K teacher in West Virginia, and I've been teaching pre-K for 8 years. I have recently come to the conclusion that I want to delve into other areas of education and perhaps get out of the classroom and serve more diverse populations. I am, and I've always been, a proponent of school choice. I believe that homeschool, public school, charter school, and private school are all adequate ways to school your child. It is a personal decision, it is a family decision, and it is a decision that is to be made thoughtfully, carefully, and deliberately. And I know families from all of those walks, and I believe that they are all doing an amazing job teaching their children how to become productive adults. So that leads us to curriculum. And I've been working on curriculums for children between pre-K and 5th grade. Preschool, pre-K, we're looking at 3 to 5 years old. And that's our first age group. The second age group is kindergarten through 2nd grade. And the last age group is 3rd grade through 5th grade. And that meets all of the needs of those children that are in those grade levels. And the curriculum that I'm working on can be introduced as higher level curriculum or lower level curriculum within the same package. And there's instructions in the package on how to do that. The standards are in the package as well. If you're a public school teacher and you're looking for, say, a Arctic package to send home so they have something to do on snow days, or if you have a sub, this would be a great package for days when you have subs and you don't want them following through your lesson because you're on something or doing something that you want to be part of with the kids every day. This would be a great package for those subs. It's prepared and ready to go. It just needs to be printed. It's a great package for if you're taking a trip with your kids and they're in the car and they need something to do. These have a lot of fun activities in them. Yes, it is school work, but it is also creative and inventive, and I would refer to them instead of worksheets. I would refer to them as activity pages. So let's just dip into the preschool through pre-K, which is ages 3 to 5. I will flip this and go through this with you guys. I'm going to move my camera, so I will be right back. Okay, so I'm particularly excited about this. This is a package that I developed based on needing to send home some curriculum for my pre-K kids for snow days, so that those days could be counted as school days. We call them Arctic days where I'm at. So this is our cover sheet. It just simply states that it's a preschool pre-K 3 through 5 year curriculum packet. It promotes the season of winter. I'm going to do 4 seasonal packets, and it has my little monkey buddy friends on the front, and they are obviously age appropriate. Inside you'll find prompts, matching tracing, mazes, cuttings, color mixing, and coloring. So let's turn the pages the correct way here. This will be a loose packet. It is a download. I'm going to have these on Etsy. They're available on Etsy, and they're for download, and they do not come as a bound package. It's a digital package only. This gives you the list of targets that we're looking at for pre-K and skills. These skills and these targets match a generalized skill and target level for all of the states that promote pre-K or that have public school pre-K. They are not, in pre-K, we usually don't use activity sheets, but a lot of times we have 5-year-olds and they definitely need more than what they're getting from the kind of 3-year-old curriculum and standards that they try to meet in pre-K. But you really don't want to sit a kid down at that age for more than maybe 10 or 15 minutes. The kids I've noticed have enjoyed this. They'll sit with it longer, but when they're done, and I'm good with that. So you choose 1 or 2 pages at a time. You simplify or extend based on your child. These are great for homeschool as well. And of course, I really want to reach the homeschool community. That's a community I'm passionate about. I was homeschooled, so I'm really excited about reaching the homeschool community with these. Simple questions. What is the child wearing? Where are they going? What can they do? Everything is answered on this page in the pictures. This is listening to directions and answering simple questions about pictures. That is a standard that we meet in pre-K. shapes. Ask your child to identify the shapes or the symbols. And once they do that, ask them to draw it right next to the shape or the symbol and see how they do with that. And that's something you will know, oh, my child can draw a circle and they can draw a heart, but they really can't draw a square with corners. We're looking at corners. A diamond is extremely challenging. I tell them you start an A and you finish it with a V. And then of course we have our goldfish here, which every child should know. This was kind of fun. This is with a pencil or pen or your finger, just trace inside the lines. And I would love to see how the kids do with taking a colored pencil and keeping it between the lines, or a crayon coloring between the lines. We have thicker lines, we have a heavy line, we have thinner lines, we have snowflake lines, and we have ice cream cone lines. And all of those are lines that can be colored in or drawn between the two black lines. Opposites attract. Take 2 or 4 colors. Have the child color one hat, one color, and use the absolute opposite to color the other hat. So if they color this red, they'll color this, and they have 2 colors, and they've got like red and green, they'll color this green. They'll color this red, they'll color this green. They'll do the stripes red, they'll do the stripes green on the other one. Same with the snowman. And that's where I think 4 colors work really well on the snowman. 3 colors, 5 colors, whatever you want. This is for your interpretation, for your child, for their level. Find the missing mitten. This is a cute one. And it really is very challenging for small children. They're not used to seeing a cluster of things that all look alike and having to find 2 identical items. They have to find 2 identical items 3 times. Simple mazes, and they truly are simple, but they're still complex enough that this may be unfamiliar to kids. And they look at this and they're like, oh my gosh, how do I get through this? So this is a lot of fun. And I use mazes in a lot of my curriculums. We just make it more difficult as they age up. I really do like a good maze. All right, the next one is a color activity. It is 2 pages, 3 days long. You go through the primary and secondary colors with your child. You color them on paper. And then day 2, you're going to have to go ahead and use the activity page. I love doing this with paint and simply giving them the primary colors for paint. In paint, so we would take a blue, a yellow, and a red, and having them create the colors and then fill it in. So they would paint, say, blue and red here, and they would paint this purple once they created the purple. And the same with the yellow and blue would make the green, and then the yellow and the red would make the orange. And then there's just a page they can do it again more independently. It's also a little more challenging because the lines are smaller. Again, they can do it with paint, they can do it with crayons, they can do it with pencils, they can do it with markers. This is a simple cutting activity. Cut your shape out. You can then paste the shape on construction paper and title the shapes and create a little shape poster. I have 2 pages of cutting, different widths, different lines, different separations, so they can get used to seeing these perforated lines and recognizing that even though there's a space here, this still connects. And then just a couple of really simple coloring pages that just are a lot of fun. You're going to give this picture a title, Little Horse in the Snow, and then we have a couple of kittens playing with yarn. The back page simply reminds you that this is a family or child care single classroom use packet. You may print it as often as you need to, but do not share or resell the packet. Do not claim the pages as your own. And my QR code will take you to our website where you will find other products and shoppables for pre-K or for homeschool pre-K. And that is our package. Again, I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you love it. I hope you download it. It's going to be $2.99 on Etsy. Our Etsy website is below, as well as the link for the type of paint I like to use. I love mixing colors with young kids. It's a lot of fun. This is a great opportunity for color mixing, but I do absolutely prefer Crayola paint. I've had many paints or paint types in the classroom, and Crayola is clean, Crayola is washable, Crayola doesn't stink, and Crayola paints are very bright and vibrant. I love them. So that link is also below, and I hope you look into this package, enjoy this package. If you have any questions, you can reach out to me, and please look for K through 2nd and 3rd through 5th. Have a great day.